Hey, good morning. This is my first lesson in the key assignment. I apologize, I lost my voice, so this is what we'll have to deal with. All right, so good morning, everyone. Let's start with a quick discussion. Raise your hand if you have ever ridden a bike before. Now, keep your hand up if you've ever fallen off your bike. Some of us have experienced bike accidents before, but today we're going to learn how to reduce the risks of serious injuries. Our lesson is all about bike safety and helmets, and by the end you'll be able to explain why helmets are important, demonstrate how to wear one properly, and evaluate real-life biking scenarios. So before we get started, let's turn to a partner, and I want you to talk about this question. What is something you already know about bicycle safety? Give you a minute. I see some of you are raising your hand. Great. Someone had just shared with me, I know that we have to stop at stop signs just like cars do. And you're absolutely right. You should wear bright clothes so other cars can see you. Yep. And my parents always tell me to wear a helmet, but I don't know why. All right, well, those are all great responses. So we'll talk about all of these today. Let's dive in. So before we get started into helmet safety, we're going to define two terms today. And I have those two terms written: individual responsibility and shared responsibility. Individual responsibility means taking actions to keep yourself safe, like wearing a helmet. Now, the opposite of individual responsibility is shared responsibility. This means doing things to keep everyone safe around you and the community, like following traffic rules, stopping at stop signs. So now let's do a quick thumbs up activity. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And if I say something that is an individual responsibility, I want you to show me a thumbs up. And if I want you to show me if it's a shared responsibility, I want you to show me a thumbs down. Not saying that a shared responsibility is bad or not good. I just want you to do the opposite of the thumbs up. Okay, so number one, wearing a helmet. Very good. Everyone had a thumbs up. Stopping at a stop sign. That one could be a little tricky, right? Because you're stopping for yourself, but again, we're stopping for the others around us. Good. Thumbs down. Using hand signals. Right. Thumbs down. Buckling your helmet properly. We're going to talk about how to do that later using our 2-finger rule. And that's a thumbs up. So why do you think traffic rules is a shared responsibility? I'll let some of you shout out or call out. Go ahead. I see your hand raised. Because if you don't stop at a stop sign, a car might not see you and you could crash. That's absolutely right. Go ahead. You could answer. Because everyone has to follow rules for them to work. Yes, exactly. Traffic rules protect everyone. Cyclists, drivers, pedestrians, and that's why it's important for all of us to do our part. Very good. So now helmets. Why do we wear helmets? Turn to a partner, not a Parker. Turn to a partner and answer this question using this sentence frame. We should wear a helmet because... I'm sorry, I don't have that written. I had something else written. We should wear a helmet because... Right, we should wear a helmet because it protects our head if we fall, right? We need our brains. Our brains help us move, think, feel. Very good. And we should wear a helmet because our brain controls everything we do to keep it safe. Very good. Our brain controls everything we think, move, and feel. A serious head injury could change your life forever. So now let's go over the 2-finger rule. 2-finger rule, okay? Take 2 fingers. Imagine you have a helmet, right? Or we can use some of the helmets in the back of the room. Okay, so Miss Mendoza has her helmet on. Now, if I want to make sure my helmet is on safely or correctly, I should say, I'm going to use my 2 fingers to check. So you put 2 fingers above your eyebrow, making sure there's not too much of a gap here, right? You can slip the 2 fingers just in, not too tight, not too loose. Take 2 fingers, make a V, around your ear, making sure the straps aren't too loose or too tight. And then the chin strap should be snug. About 2 fingers fit right underneath your chin. Very good. So let's all give that a try. Go ahead and put those helmets on in the back of the room. Should be one for everyone. And everyone can try it. You might have to adjust the straps, but because we're 6th graders, we should already be able to do that. Very good. Well, okay, so I just had a student say, I don't need a helmet if I'm just riding in my driveway. Now, that's a good point, but let me ask you this. Can you still fall off your bike in your driveway? You absolutely could. Exactly, right? Accidents can happen anywhere, and accidents are out of our control. In fact, most bike injuries happen close to home because that's where people ride the most. Even short rides can be dangerous if you're not careful. Now turn to a partner and check each other's helmets using the 2-finger rule. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Helmet protection demonstration. We are going to do the melon drop test. So, I have a melon. Okay, now let's see why we wear helmets. Why are they so important? So we're going to imagine that this melon is our brain. Ooh, right? We have to be careful with this melon, right? Luckily, our brains are protected by our skull, right? Here we have this melon. Now, what do you think if I were to drop this melon on the floor? Right? It's going to crack. It's going to split open. Very good. Let's try it. Let's drop the melon on the ground. Oh no. The melon is cracked. Right? You predicted right. Very good. So now let's try to put a helmet on this melon. Okay, are you ready? Let's predict what's going to happen now. Still intact. Right, very good. All right, that was kind of funny. Now, how does this experiment connect to real-life biking safety? Let's use this sentence. This experiment shows that wearing a helmet is important because, right? And you can tell me what kind of responsibility it is too. So, an individual responsibility because. Again, because it seemed a little unclear. This experiment shows that wearing a helmet is an important individual responsibility because. And now tell me why. Chat with your partner. Give you a minute here. So I'm hearing some of you talk and chat. Yes, because it absorbs the impact and protects our brain. Exactly. Helmets absorb the force of the impact, keeping our brain safe. That's why wearing a helmet should be an individual responsibility for everyone who rides. Very good. Excuse me. Now let's apply what we've learned, and I'm going to give you a scenario, and you'll discuss the best choice using this sentence frame. All right, the scenario is you see a friend biking without a helmet. What do you do? Now, I'm sure this has happened plenty of times, and maybe it was even yourself, right? So you see a friend biking without a helmet. What do you do? So I want you to answer with this sentence frame. The safest choice in this situation would be, and why? Tell me because, right? You see a friend riding a bike without a helmet. What do you do? Okay, so you can go ahead. The safest choice in this situation would be to offer another activity because you don't want him to get hurt. Right, and that was great. That was great. Nice job. How about this scenario? You forgot your helmet. You forgot your helmet at home. Should you still go for a ride? You forgot your helmet at home, but you're only going for a short ride. What do you do? using the same sentence frame, the safest choice in this situation would be to, very good, walk, because, right, accidents can happen close to home. Very good, very good. Okay, now let's do our proper helmet fitting one more time. Turn to a partner and check their helmet using the 2-finger rule. Remember, 2, 2, 2. Right? Very good. You all did an amazing job. Let's review what we've learned. What is one reason wearing a helmet is important? What is one reason? Very good. Yes, the impact of the helmet catches the impact of. Yes, very good. Can't get my words out there. What is one way we can make biking safer for everyone? Can anyone answer that question? What is one way we can make biking safer for everyone? Learning the rules of the road, learning hand signals, stopping at stop signs, wearing helmets, checking the bike before you leave. And now before you leave, I want you to complete this sentence. One argument I would use to convince someone to wear a helmet is, and why? Okay. One argument I would use to convince someone to wear a helmet is, what's the reason? And tell me why. Very good. So great job, everyone. Remember, helmets save lives, and being safe is both an individual and shared responsibility. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed that video. I tried, this is like now my third time recording this, so I think I'm just going to leave it at this. I've tried to get over 12 minutes. I've tried to get over 12 minutes every time, and every time I hit the 12-minute mark, I try my best to pause, but I just feel silly waiting 5 minutes. I think that this lesson, if in real life, could easily go to 45 minutes, but doing it alone and pretending is a challenge. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.